Okay, today going to try and go up to Meall Reamhar, which is a hill overlooking Glenbranter, and as usual I've probably mispronounced it and I've also parked in the wrong car park, but I'll show you the route that I plan to take if the dog will stop barking. So that's us here. I needed to be at that car park there, but we'll go around there, up that track. There's a wee junction there, so we go left, and when we get to that junction we go right, and then here we go right again, and then at dead ends, that's as far as I'll take the bike, which is about 280 metres. I'll chain it up, and then we'll go on foot up there, up to Meall Reamhar. So that's the plan. Got my drone with me as well, but it's a wee bit gusty, so I don't know if I'll use it or not, but we'll see. Anywho, Meall Reamhar, I don't know how to pronounce that, but I'm sure somebody does. Okay, this is what I'm sure is the first of many times I'm going to have to get off the bike. But if I remember the track right, because I was there on foot about a month ago, once we get to about 150 metres, the condition of the track improves, so I should be able to stay on a bit longer, I think. Anyway, it's all good exercise. Oh, I've only been on the bike a couple of minutes. The last lot of damage I was able to get by just by cycling, but with my dodgy balance it was touch and go. But we have this, so given that I'm going to have to get off down there, I may as well stop recording here and pick it up later. Alright, next one. It was a bad call on the last one. I think if I'd gone up the middle I might have made it better, or easier. Oh yeah! You know, this would be a lot easier if my balance wasn't so rubbish. But again, I'd need to get off to navigate that bit. Alright, how am I going to get my bike over this? So I knew I was tempting fate by saying the last one was the last sort of obstacle, but that's because I was at the wrong place. I wasn't where I thought I was. This, I think, is the last one. Right, I think going across there might be easiest. Gonna see. Oh, there are times I love my mountain bike, but there are times I wish it was a little bit lighter. Trouble is I can get the bike down, but there's not a lot of space for my feet. Right, almost there. And this is one of the reasons why at the moment I'm put off cycling in Glenbranter until they get these tracks repaired. I'll probably be walking more than I'm cycling. But anyhow, we're across. Oh, come on. This one's even worse. I'm not even going to bother recording my attempts to cross this because I suspect it'll probably end embarrassingly. So I'll see you at the next bit. Oh, I'm so glad I wasn't recording that. There was a bit where I was clinging to the edge of the drop so that my bike had enough room to go, and then the bike started to overbalance. When this bike, because it's a heavy bike, when it starts to go, it's tough to stop it. But managed to get it upright again, only to have the rock that I was standing on start to give way. So fortunately it didn't give way all the way, so I didn't fall into that ditch, bringing the bike with me. But it was close. Oh God, please let that be the last major obstacle, because I'm getting fed up now. Okay, this is a turn off that I thought I was going to take further back. So it's the second turn off to the right, and like I say, my memory might be fading on me, but I don't remember there being many in the way of landslides on this particular bit of the track. The thing about the tracks here, the higher you go, the less likely it is you're going to see track damage, and the less likely it is you're going to see landslides. So as you get higher, it usually gets better. But I have just tempted fate in so many different ways there, so we'll just have to see. So we're at the next turn off, which is well, we come up this track. That was the last track that I talked about when on the last segment of video. Again, there is damage to the track, but after the turn off down there isn't anything to mean that you have to get off your bike. You can navigate all the damage without getting off. So we are going to go up there. Can't remember, I think it's about another 100 metres, and then it'll be time to dump the bike and go the rest of the way on foot. Maybe have something to eat before I do that. But on to the next stage. So that last stage was actually pretty short, but it's in really good condition. I don't think there was no scarring of the track at all, but it was quite short. So effectively, once you come up that segment, you get to a dead end, and what we're going to do is go up there, so that eventually leads up to the top of the hill where I want to go. What I need to do now is find myself a tree to chain my bike to, and then take all the stuff that I need to bring with me, which is my drone, my camera, my phone. Not that anybody's likely to come up here, but it'd be stupid to leave anything valuable in the bike. But yeah, let's see if we can find a tree. Okay, finally found a tree to chain the bike to. It's harder than you think when you're in a forest, because all these trees are separated by a ditch. So getting to the trees was a tree that you could actually chain it to was more difficult than I could possibly have thought. One thought did occur to me. One of the reasons I like getting out here and walking and stuff like this is that you don't really have to think of much. You don't have to be organised. You've not got a big to-do list if you're walking. But the minute you take a bike and you want to take some photographs and you've got your drone with you, all of a sudden you've got a massive checklist. Have you got your water? You've got your camera, you've got your chain if you want to, chain your bikes. Have you got your drone? Have you got your backpack? Have you got your tools in case there's a problem with the bike and you need to fix it? Have you locked the car? There's a whole ton of things. All of a sudden your checklist is massive. So maybe I should just stick to walking. And of course in this particular case, I'm taking my camera with me. I've got my camera strap, I've got everything. I've got my tripod. One thing I don't have is the little screw and adapter that my camera strap plugs into. Just a little piece of metal, and I forgot it. So, and I can't leave the camera with the bike for obvious reasons, as you know, between the lens and the camera is about 4 grand's worth of gear there, so I'm not too sure the insurance company would look very highly on me leaving it and then having it go walkabout, which is highly unlikely up here. But yeah, I'll just have to carry it, which is a bit of a pain because I like to have both hands free when I'm walking. But never, it is what it is. So we are now going up there. Addendum to the last video. Look what I found at the end of my carabiner, my wee adapter. So that's good. I can now wear my shoulder harness and have the camera hang from that, and I don't have to carry the camera. Oh, I must be getting old and senile. Well, anyway, good news. At least I've got it. And when you're up here, you can see quite a few of the tracks that I've done before and even made videos of. That's Invernoden. So that track up there takes you to the wee hydro scheme. So I've done a couple of videos of that. Those tracks there, they'll take you up to another hydro scheme. Above on Corrilt. You can just see that's Loch Eck there, and that's Glen Sheelish, and there's the tracks that I've gone down quite a few times. And again, so you know, there's a lower track there and the upper track there. So yeah, lots of lovely tracks here. Right, anyway, enough blabbing, up this hill. Wow, what a view you get here. I think I'm above, I can't pronounce it again, Cragboig. It's not where I need to be. I've still got about another 110 metres to get to that. I'm thinking I'm at about 320 at the moment. That's Loch Long over there and Strucker. But what a stunning view. Up till now I've been following pretty obvious quad bike tracks to get to here. I came up there. Track's not quite so obvious here, but you can kind of see there is indentations, a little faint indentations there. Plus that's the way the map says to go, so that's the way we're going. Wow, the trees up here are a weird shape. There's quite a few of them. There's another one over there. That one's not too bad. And that one there. I can only presume it's the deer. Effectively the deer eat the bottom of the tree. Could be wrong though. I didn't think deer ate those types of trees, but definitely looks like something's been at it. Yeah, the going's not easy because the ground's that sort of hillock, spongy stuff, so it takes quite a lot of effort out your legs. I think I'm about 350 metres, 340, 350 metres now. Having to go through woodland, which I should have realised because it does say in the map, but I don't think it's a lot. But there's looks like there's two ways through, that way and that way. I'll just angle that down, so there we go. Now that's the one that looks like it's got quad bike markings on it, so I'm presuming that's the way we'll go, whereas that looks pretty unmarked, plus it's a lot steeper, so we're going to go this way. Okay, that was a bit of an unpleasant surprise. It was marshy all the way down here, and I just thought that was just another bit of marsh, just a bit deeper, but I stepped in it right up to there. Yeah, I'm going to have to watch that going back. I'll probably skirt the trees because that usually means drier ground. On the way back I'll skirt the trees, but yeah, that wasn't a good. I'm going to have to clean my camera lens as well because I think my camera dipped into the water as well. But anyway, let's see if we can get through this way. Yeah, so the ground's getting a wee bit more rugged now, a wee bit more remote. I do have 3 torches with me, just in case. I do have my GPS. On top of all that, I'm just trying to memorise little landmarks that I pass as well, so coming back shouldn't be a problem. Still got plenty of daylight, so you know, but just in case, because you never know, might twist my ankle or it might take me longer to get down than going up if something happens, so but it's all good. And I do have my location tracking on as well, so my son can always find me. Right, onwards and upwards again. Yeah, I have to be honest, I think I'm getting pretty close to calling it. The terrain is a lot tougher than I thought it would be. There's a lot more forest up here than, I'm just wondering how old the map is that I'm following, but there's a lot more forest than I thought. When you look at the map, it looks like it's a reasonable gradient, but yeah, that's pretty steep, although I think the hills might be over there. So I'll go down the, I'm losing height here, which I don't like. I'll go down the bottom, I'll go to the right, see what's round there, and then I'll make a call, because there's not much point going all the way unless I'm sure, because I'm still have to come back, and with that terrain I don't want to come back on tired legs. That's when accidents happen. But we'll see what we'll do, we'll see what we can. So I think that looks like more of that really deep bog there, although that opening in the trees is looking interesting. So I'm going to see if I can stick close to the trees and bypass this, because God knows how deep it is. Right. Oh, this isn't too bad. It's what I kind of hoped. If you stick close to the trees, then it's not going to be too marshy. Famous last words. Ah, Jesus, more there. Okay, right, navigation time. That's where we want to get to, up there. But I'm going to have to take my time, because not only is there marshes up here, but there's also holes. And you can't really see them because of the grass. I've already had my right leg disappear into one of them. Not too much of a problem if you're moving slow, which I will be. So getting really close now. Oh, what is it they say, the last 50 metres is always the hardest. I've had a few false summits, so, but I'm almost there. But I am knackered. My energy levels are just a bit out because I've not had my lunch yet, which is stupid. I should have had my lunch before I set out, but I've got it with me. Very close now. So many times I thought I was going to turn back, but here we go. And of course, typically the steepest bit of the whole walk was the last 20 metres, but here we go. I was going to fly my drone at here, but I don't think it's worth it here. There's a wee hill there. You get a better view of Glenshelish and all the other bits and bobs. So I'll head back there, put my fleece on because the temperature is starting to drop, have something to eat, fly my drone, head back. But yeah, there's Loch Long over there. I'm toying with the idea of taking a more direct route back, rather than following my footsteps. It's difficult. I'll have a look at the map and see what the terrain looks like, but I'm not really keen on going through all those marshes again, because some of them are really deep. So we'll see. Anyway, let's get ourselves up to that wee hill and get something to eat, get my fleecy on. I'm starting to chitter. Well, so much for no rain today. There's definitely rain falling over there. I didn't bring my raincoat. I've got my fleece, but I didn't bring a raincoat. I usually do, but I took it out last time I was up because I was just going to walk and I took it out and I forgot to put it back. So we'll just have to see. Hopefully that will just keep going that way. I'm almost finished my lunch anyway, so we'll be heading back down that way, somewhere. I'll check the map on the way back. Who said that going uphill was the hard bit? You know, it might be hard in a different way, but yeah, definitely coming downhill is tough, and coming downhill in this sort of terrain where you've got bogs and you've got these little hillocks like that, really puts your knees and your ankles to the test. I've got some good quality hill walking boots on, and I reckon they've already saved me a twisted ankle at least twice, because you can't see the ground underneath all this stuff. I mean, underneath all that, this bit's not too bad, but it could be boggy, there could be a hole, there could be a rock, you know, a sloped rock that if you stand on it will twist your ankle. It's I'd be lying if I said I wasn't looking forward to getting off this hill and back onto the forest tracks. Forest tracks might be in really bad nick, oops, but oh, you can tell this is boggy. That's always an indicator. Hopefully not too deep though. Oh yeah, not too bad. Yeah, the forest trails might be in pretty bad nick, but they're infinitely better than this. But at the end of the day, I set out to achieve what I wanted to achieve. Sorry, I set out and achieved what I wanted to achieve. That's more like it. So that's me then, I think. I'm going to finish here. I'm recording the route, so I'll put the route up, if I remember, at the end of this video. And I think I'm just going to concentrate on negotiating my way back through this terrain. Anyway, thank you very much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.